Happening now, police are still on the hunt for the guy a woman says raped her in the Bosque on Sunday.
As you can imagine, this has a lot of women very concerned for their safety. So we sent News 13's David Romero to get some tips on how you can stay safe and protect yourself. He is live out in the Bosque with more. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Matt. Well, even on the most visible trails, somebody can become vulnerable, especially when it's dark like this. That's the best time that you shouldn't go out in places like this. And of course, when it's like this, you want to be prepared day or night. And of course, obviously, you want to avoid running on these trails or around these areas of town when it's dark, but even when it's light, it can be dangerous. Now, that's where self-defense classes come in. Experts say there are a number of different methods that women can and should know prior to being in any environment where they may be vulnerable. One karate sensei we spoke with says he has heard statistics where as many as 1 in 3 women may be attacked or approached in a violent manner throughout their life. Whatever method they choose for self-defense, it's a good idea to study one right away.
It's truly important that they're prepared and ready, and there's many ways to do that, many styles, many organizations, from mixed martial arts to traditional karate to women's self-defense classes, and it's really important that they take advantage of those.
Important indeed. Now take a look at this picture, guys. It should be there on the screen right now. Here's a picture that experts say are the most effective body parts to hit a person if you're being attacked. You can either maim them for a good while and give yourself a chance to get away, or put a good hurt on them and really show them that you're not going to be attacked. Now, Sensei Sanders says if you're going to carry weapons like mace or any other type of weapons with you, it's important. It's good that you're carrying them, but it's important that you know how to use them if in case you are approached. Matt, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Important tips there, David. The woman says the attacker was a young Hispanic man in his late teens. Police have not caught him yet. And you should know, Albuquerque police do offer a free 8-week class. It's called Women Against Crime. For more information on how you can get involved in that, head to our website and click on KRQE links.
Fire crews are on high alert. They are worried the Silver Fire could blow up today. It is the largest wildfire burning in the state right now, with nearly 25,000 acres that are torched. Officials say the high wind and low humidity could help fuel the fire, which could mean between 2,000 and 6,000 more acres could burn. The fire remains about 5% contained, and the small town of Kingston is still under an evacuation order. Firefighters have managed to protect homes and other structures in the area. And the other big fire burning in New Mexico, the Jaroso fire, it remains 0% contained. The fire is burning in a remote area of the Santa Fe National Forest and is about 3,500 acres.
You mentioned the humidity today. Meteorologist Kristen Van Dyke is tracking it down south. Particularly, we're concerned about this Silver Fire. What's happening there?
Yeah, it's going to be rough. That's where we're going to see some of the strongest winds today, and we've already dried out there significantly. Take a look at the moisture map. Basically, that's what it is. It's showing the relative humidity across the state, and down in Silver City, we're at 12%, 11% over in Deming, and so we have really dried things out. This is going to go down to the low single digits this afternoon as temperatures go way up, and again, we're going to have the wind on top of all of that. And even the moisture that's in place across central and eastern New Mexico, because the winds are going to be coming from the southwest, that moisture is going to get pushed out of here, and so by the afternoon, we're going to see very dry conditions even in parts of eastern New Mexico. So red flag warnings have already been issued across most of northern and central New Mexico, southern Colorado. This is for today for very high fire danger, as winds will be picking up again from the southwest. Strongest winds across the western high terrain, sustained at times between 20 and 30 miles an hour and gusting to 40 miles an hour. That goes for the Gila as well. Here in Albuquerque, we could see 35-mile-an-hour gusts, so not as bad here, and it won't be as bad out east, but up in the northeast and back across western New Mexico. Again, it's going to be a windy day, a very dry day, a lot of sunshine, no moisture to talk about, so we're not even talking storm chances, and we have the heat on top of all that. The hottest day so far this week. We'll take a look at those numbers coming up in your next forecast.
Take a look at this video here. Police say the man in the surveillance video threatened to stab a Walmart security guard. You can see the man and woman bolt out of the Santa Fe store with a cart full of stolen merchandise. Security guards chased them and got a hold of the woman. That's when police say the man pulled a knife out and told them to let her go. The thieves got away, possibly in a green Dodge Intrepid. They left behind the loot. Well, it is back to the courtroom today for a man accused of kidnapping a little girl in Albuquerque about 2 years ago.
It was a very emotional day yesterday as that girl faced the guy accused of abducting her. Investigators say back in 2011, Philip Garcia here forced the girl, who was then just 6 years old, into his van near her home on the west side. Ashley is now aide and testified the kidnapper grabbed her, covered her mouth, and put her on the floorboard on the passenger side of his car. A heroic neighbor, this man, Antonio Diaz-Chacon, saw it happen and chased the kidnapper until he got the van stuck in the sand. The kidnapper ran off, and Chacon rescued the girl.
There was a man waiting for me, and he told me to get on the truck because he was going to take me back home, and I didn't believe him.
You didn't believe him? Why didn't you believe him?
Because I thought he was going to take me.
So was this the same person that took you the first time or somebody else?
Somebody else.
Thankfully, that somebody else was there. The girl was not asked to specifically point out Garcia in court. Police say when they caught him, he had blood on his clothes and a bite mark on his hand. Ashley, the little girl, says she bit the man who kidnapped her. Well, a family from Albuquerque is in Chicago this morning, desperately trying to find its missing son. Austin Hudson Lepore went missing last Wednesday, a week ago. It was a stormy night, and his friends think he went down to the lakeshore, one of his favorite areas, but never came back. Austin's from Albuquerque. He went to Academy, and now his family is using social media and more, hoping that someone has seen Austin.
It's the not knowing, you know, if something had happened to Austin and he'd been crossing the street and been, you know, hit by a car, you know, but right now we don't know.
Austin's in Chicago. He's going to college there. He just finished his junior year, majoring in biochemistry.
In other news this morning, 2 airlines serving the Albuquerque Sunport are among the top airlines getting high marks for customer satisfaction. One of them started serving New Mexico in April. It's JetBlue. It got the highest customer ranking among national carriers, scoring an 83 out of 100 points. The Sunport's busiest airline, Southwest, got the second highest customer score of 81. How about that? I fly both of them, and I'm quite satisfied for the most part. I can say,
they're pretty good.
Right?
Yeah, you know, some of the other major airlines, American, United, Delta, didn't fare so well.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just don't like those darn prices. The airfares so darn expensive, no matter what airline you fly.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And then they nickel and dime you for everything else. You want a seat? You want a bag? You want a drink?
You want
Pay for
extra
that
leg
too.
room? Not that I need it, but you know.
Yeah.
All right.